It was a rainy afternoon in a quiet part of town when Mia Bennett noticed the man on the sidewalk. He was crouched beside a sleek black car with the hood up and steam rising. Drenched in the unexpected downpour, he looked utterly lost. Dressed in a soaked designer coat and polished shoes now splashed with mud, he didn't fit the neighborhood at all. Mia, umbrella in hand and grocery bags on her wrist, hesitated. She wasn't the type to get involved, but something about his helpless look pushed her forward. "You need help?" she called out. The man looked up, surprised. His hair was a mess, water dripping from his temples, and yet he had the kind of face you'd see on the cover of GQ. Strong jawline, piercing eyes, and a dimple that only appeared when he smiled, which he did right then. Yeah, I think the car's given up on me." She peered under the hood. "You left the engine running while it overheated." He blinked. "I did? You don't know much about cars, do you?" He grinned sheepishly. "Not a thing." Mia placed her umbrella over the hood and pulled a towel from her tote. "You're lucky I've had to fix my brother's junker 100 times. I can probably get this started again." 10 minutes later, the engine coughed back to life. The man stood there, amazed. "You're incredible. Seriously. You just saved me." "It's no big deal," she said, brushing off her wet hands. "Just don't drive it too far before letting it cool off." He watched her with something like awe. "Can I at least drive you home? It's pouring." "I'm good," she replied, hoisting her groceries. "You take care, mystery man." But as she turned, he called out, "Wait, I didn't even get your name." "Mia," she smiled. "And you are?" "Daniel," he said after a beat. "Just Daniel." He didn't mention his full name. Didn't say he was Daniel Chase, billionaire founder of the international media tech empire Chase and Vail. Didn't say he owned that entire block downtown. Didn't say his face was on Forbes last month. Something about her felt calming. Real. And he didn't want to ruin that by tossing his money around. The next day, Mia got a surprise. Outside the little flower shop where she worked, there was a bouquet of wildflowers with a note. "Thank you for saving my life, Daniel." She smiled but thought nothing more of it, until he showed up again, and again. Sometimes with coffee, sometimes just to chat. He asked about her plants, her art, her dream of one day opening a greenhouse cafe. And every time he came by, he made her laugh in a way that felt too easy, too warm. Mia noticed things, like how he never talked about his past, how his phone buzzed constantly, but he'd silence it just to hear her talk, and how the barista down the street once turned pale when he saw Daniel walk in. Then came the night he took her to a rooftop garden for dinner under string lights and jazz music. Just the two of them, candles flickering between homemade dishes he claimed to have cooked. She didn't believe him. As they sat watching the skyline, she asked softly, "Who are you really, Daniel?" He was quiet for a long time. Finally, he said, "I wanted to be just Daniel, for you, but my full name is Daniel Chase." Mia blinked. "The Daniel Chase? Like billionaire Daniel Chase?" He nodded. She stared, then laughed. "I literally taught a billionaire how to open a car. Hood." He smiled. "You saw me. Not the money, not the name. Just me." Mia shook her head. "You're insane. Only about you." And then he kissed her, under the city lights, with the rain starting to fall again, just like the day they met. From that moment on, their story unfolded like a dream. He flew her to hidden beaches, walked her through snowy markets, helped fund her dream greenhouse cafe. But he never changed her, never tried to make her part of his world. He built a new one around theirs. Reporters caught on. Billionaire Daniel Chase dating florist? A love story that began with a broken car, Mia. Didn't care, she had him, and he had her. Years later, at their wedding in a garden filled with wildflowers and hand-built wood benches, Daniel whispered, "You saved me more than you know." Mia grinned. "From a broken car?" "No," he said, kissing her forehead. "From a broken life." And in every storm after that, he held the umbrella, while she lit the path.